Hi, I'm Lisa Leiter with the latest edition of our Newsmaker series. We're here in the West Loop at Mariano's talking with the chain's namesake, Robert Mariano, who's also the chairman, president, and chief executive of Roundy's, which operates more than 160 grocery stores in Illinois, Wisconsin, and Minnesota. What initially gave you the idea to start Mariano's, and what was missing in this area that you thought you could bring with this store?
Well, I think it's awareness of what all the competitive set was. So you have Walmart, you have Target, you have Aldi, Trader Joe's, what I will call on the lower end. You had Jewel and Dominick's more conventional. You had independents who were trying to go, and then Whole Foods was kind of upstream. But the customers were having to make three trips. Having to make a trip to Costco, a trip to Whole Foods, and a fill-in trip to Dominick's and Jewel. Well, that's wastes a lot of time. So what we did was we effectively put all that together. And the target was really the Costco Whole Foods customer who was looking for high quality perishables, great value, and an extraordinary experience.
How did you decide what products you are carrying in Mariano's versus a traditional grocery store?
Well, those three levels of analysis. First level is our general, what we call our base assortment. And the second is all the Nielsen information, all the home scan information, and really scour the syndicate data. What do people buy in these zip codes? The third level then is all our people, our entire buying staff, fan out into the neighborhood and look and see what's here.
What were the expectations, if you could quantify in terms of numbers for sales, and by how much are you exceeding them?
I think our original expectations that we told the street was like $750,000 a week in average weekly sales. We most recently told the street it was in excess of about $1 million a week. So you get an idea of how we've exceeded at least what we've originally said and thought we would do.
The amount of sales that Mariano's gets from perishable items like produce and meats and deli is about 15 percentage points higher than a typical grocery store. Are the margins higher there? Is that why your sales are so much better than expected?
The margins are higher in that area of the store, but our labor content is higher, so the delivery of those products is higher. And so we want to make sure we offer them a wide array of opportunities for what's for dinner.
How much of a factor was the real estate recession a factor in your growth?
It wasn't really easier. It was frankly kind of tougher because the lenders were more rigid in what they would do. They were very skeptical. I remember trying to get Arlington Heights. That was the first store we opened, Bill, and it was a challenge to get the lenders to get on board. And the bankers would tell you, look, there's vacant real estate, there's over an abundance of square footage, you're wrong, the site is wrong. I mean, they frankly were retail experts now. But we stayed true to what we thought was right. We persevered, and the proof is in the pudding.
Analysts have raised the question about whether there might be a potential deal with Dominick's down the road to take over some of their locations as they contract. Is that something that is interesting to you?
Well, as you could tell, we took the store at Roscoe and Western, and then the second former Dominick store in Hoffman Estates. We also took at end of lease. So as good locations, and to be sure, Dominick's does still have some very fine locations in the Chicago metropolitan market. If those become available, would you be interested? Absolutely.